In the summer of 2021, on a scorching Thursday morning just after 5 a.m., 37-year-old Dale Renner, a long-haul truck driver with over a decade of spotless deliveries under his belt, left the depot in Amarillo, Texas, with a 53-foot refrigerated trailer hauling frozen poultry bound for a supermarket distribution center in Salt Lake City, Utah. A route he'd driven dozens of times and could do in his sleep, as he often joked. And that morning was no different. Coffee in hand, logbook clean, rig fueled and checked, his signature red flannel shirt ironed, and his dash-mounted CB tuned to Channel 19 where truckers shared traffic tips and late-night stories. He texted his dispatcher at 5:17 a.m., rolling out, and then vanished, not into fog or storm or night, but into open daylight and a clear stretch of highway with no construction, no accidents, and no known foul play. His GPS showed him heading north along I-40 for the first 90 minutes. Then nothing, no ping, no transmission, and when the truck failed to arrive in Salt Lake, the company tried to trace him, but his signal dropped clean, like it was never there, and the route cameras picked up his rig once, near a rest stop in northern New Mexico, then gone. And when authorities checked the location, there were no witnesses, no debris, and no fuel station record showing he'd stopped. A statewide search was launched, followed by a multi-state manhunt involving federal agencies, drones, ground teams, and satellite sweeps. Yet, not a single trace was found, not even tire marks. Dale's family was left devastated, his wife Nicole and daughter Ava begging the media for answers, while conspiracy theories exploded online, ranging from cartel abduction to alien interference, while others whispered of phantom interstates, a term used in folklore about roads that appear only to certain drivers and lead to places not listed on maps. Then, 2 years later, in August 2023, a road crew in rural Minnesota, over 1,000 miles northeast of where Dale disappeared, was excavating ground for a planned highway bypass when their machinery struck something solid and metallic just under the topsoil. At first, they thought it was debris from an old shipping container, until they uncovered the unmistakable chrome grille of a Peterbilt semi, completely intact and buried nose first like it had dropped from the sky, its trailer still hooked and sealed shut. When investigators opened the cab, they found no sign of Dale. But the cabin looked freshly used, coffee in the thermos still warm, keys in the ignition, logbook open to a blank page, and, most disturbingly, a freshly written note in Dale's handwriting that read, "This is not my route. Don't follow it. It loops back. It loops back. It loops back," repeated over and over like a warning or breakdown. The trailer still contained its original frozen cargo, which lab tests showed had somehow remained preserved despite no power source and zero internal refrigeration. The temperature inside had remained a consistent 27 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 years, against all physical logic. Further analysis of the rig showed no damage, no forced entry, and tires worn exactly as they would have been if he had traveled only 180 miles, not thousands. Dashcam footage was corrupted, but technicians recovered brief, flickering frames of an endless fog-covered road flanked by trees that don't match any species native to North America, and a figure, human-like but too tall, walking in the median with a jerking gait, its face completely blurred even on still frames, as though reality rejected its features. Following this, the Department of Transportation declared the case sealed, the rig impounded, and the crew sworn to silence, but leaked documents revealed the discovery of a second rig, identical in model and markings, found submerged in a frozen lake in Ontario 2 months earlier. This one burned out, with animal claw marks on the doors and a charred photo of Dale and his daughter fused to the dashboard, though Dale had no known route authorization to be anywhere near Canada. After these findings, a secret multi-agency task force reportedly traced multiple disappearances of drivers over the past 40 years, all of whom vanished mid-route. Many near isolated highways with no cell coverage, and some tied to a whispered trucker legend known as Route Zero, a road that doesn't exist on any GPS, said to appear only when certain conditions are met: low barometric pressure, no moonlight, and a CB tuned to a dead channel where a single voice occasionally calls out, "Breaker 19. I need a ride home." According to unverified sources, Dale may have responded to that call, either out of curiosity or kindness, and in doing so, entered something beyond ordinary geography, a loop in space or time, or wise, a feeder road for something hungry that mimics the shape of highways and swallows those who stray too far into solitude. Dale's body was never recovered, though weeks after the Minnesota discovery, a woman in Kansas reported hearing heavy diesel idling outside her home at 3:13 a.m., the same hour Dale logged his final fuel stop 2 years prior. And when she looked out her window, she saw a red-flanneled man standing by a running semi, staring at her in silence, before vanishing in the blink of a streetlight, leaving only the smell of diesel and a crumpled delivery receipt on her doorstep, stamped, route complete.